Welcome to the Six Hockey pregame show. Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers. It's the Junior Canadiens taking on the Don Mills Flyers, and a good game, but a game between a top team and a team that's trying to make the playoffs right now in the GTHL.
Well, on paper, this is a mismatch, but there's a reason they don't play these games on paper. They play them on the ice. The Don Mills Flyers looking to pull off an upset here. I think they have the talent to do this, but it's going to be a tall task.
Okay, let's start with the starting forwards. We'll go to the side of the Junior Canadiens first.
We start with this line. Luke McNamara, the star center, is probably going to be a first-round pick. There's no doubt about that. He's got a lot of offensive talent. He's a sniper, got a good shot to him. And on his left, it's going to be Frankie Bruno. He's a good facilitator and not the biggest guy, but he's got good fundamental presence, and he puts himself in positions to be successful in the offensive zone. He can back check as well. Luke Malkasian does a bit of the same thing, but he's got a bit of a better skill set in terms of skating than Frankie Bruno does, and that means that he'll be moving himself in and around the net. He's got a almost signature move, I would say. He sneaks in the back door and puts himself open for some tips, and he's a good passer as well.
Yeah, he'll facilitate some plays for McNamara, no doubt. Let's switch over now to the side of the Don Mills Flyers, the starting forwards for them.
Jacob Keller, Kristian, Lamanna, and Dylan Edwards. This is a fun line because there's a good bit of skill on this line and some facilitation as well. Jacob Keller is playing his first year in AAA, making the move up from single A. That's very impressive, and you can see why. He's a good playmaker, and he uses his body effectively. Kristian Lamanna, he's a good shooter, and he's able to protect the puck well. They'll look for him to get most of the shots on this line. But Dylan Edwards is a guy who is probably going to be the centerpiece here because he's a very fast offensive player, and it's important to be able to use that speed effectively. I feel like Edwards does that.
Yeah, Keller fits into that line very well. Obviously, Lamanna and Edwards are some strong players. If they're going to beat the Junior Canadiens in this one, they have to be good.
Well, they do, and it's no secret that the Don Mills Flyers rely on those guys to produce a lot of offense. Lamanna and Edwards are two of the stars that are on this Don Mills Flyers team. They're projected to go in the OHL draft that's coming up soon, and you can see why. They've both got good skill sets that likely are going to translate at the next level. They're good playmakers, they've got good speed, and that usually is an asset that coaches will look for.
Okay, from forward to defense, we'll take a look at the defensive lines now. The Junior Canadiens, they have some solid defenders. Who's going to be important for them?
It's going to be James Go, the shutdown defender. He's got a strong frame. He's very good in his own zone. He's able to cut out passes. Zane Perrick, the 06, playing up with the 05s in this game. And you talk to people around the organization, you'd never know that he was an 06 because of how well he fits in with his skill set. And this is a case of Go being the defensive-minded defenseman and Perrick being a little bit more offensive. And usually we see that work out well in the GTHL. You've got a guy that focuses on the back check. You've got a guy that focuses on the forecheck. And that leads to success. And so far it has in the season for the Junior Canadiens.
Okay, switching over now to the defense for the Don Mills Flyers.
Ben Zaretsky and Christopher Lee, and Zaretsky's a big boy. He's sturdy and strong off the puck. He's hard to knock off of his skates, and that's a very good asset to have. Christopher Lee, he's a shutdown guy, and he's going to look to play against the McNamara line here. That's why they're starting the game out, because he can shut players down that have high skill sets and are effective offensively. He's got a good stick to him as well, which means that he'll be making himself known in the passing lanes and probably cutting out some shots as well.
And as the season has gone on, we've seen some defenders step up on this Junior Canadiens team. Obviously, Zane Perrick is fitting in as an 06. He's starting to get a little bit of time on the second power play unit. Go on the other side of things. He's been a fantastic defender, and these guys complement each other well on this line.
Well, I mean, it speaks to the depth that the Junior Canadiens have. They're pretty much spoiled there on the back end. Anybody can slot in to start the game at any time. Every player is capable of playing whatever role the coach Dave Denizio wants them to play, but the line that we're looking at in this game with Go and Perrick is interesting because you're giving the kid, the call-up, the opportunity to play with one of the strongest defenders in his own zone in this game, and, we'll see how that translates if any of Go's play style rubs off on Perrick, and, there's always a brain to be picked, and maybe we'll see if that translates in terms of the skill set that Perrick picks up as he evolves his game.
And the defensive line will be important for the Junior Canadiens, as the strong offensive line that we highlighted before will certainly be prominent in this one. But the last line of defense is what we're focused on now. Let's go to the goalies.
In this one, it's going to be Antonino Rizzo. He and Josh Branton split starts for the Junior Canadiens. Both goaltenders are equally capable, and that's why they split starts, because it's hard for Dave Denizio to make a decision when both guys play as well as they do. On the other side, it's Jayden Tang. He's got a really strong presence about him in the net. He makes a lot of big saves. The Don Mills Flyers are going to need to rely on him a bit more in this game because we mentioned off the top the Junior Canadiens are a strong team, but Tang is a strong goaltender, and it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him make 3, 4, even 5 big saves in this game.
Yeah, Tang's a good goalie, strong between the net, and we'll see if he can shut down the offense, the strong offense of the Junior Canadiens is this one as we get you set for Puck Drop. We appreciate you tuning in to the 6 Hockey broadcast. The Junior Canadiens and the Don Mills Flyers coming up next. Welcome to the Scotiabank Pond. It's the Toronto Junior Canadiens versus the Don Mills Flyers. Featured matchup today. The Don Mills Flyers in tough against the Junior Canadiens, who have been fantastic this year.
Yeah, the Junior Canadiens, one of the top teams in the GTHL to this point. They've got a lot of top-end talent, but the Don Mills Flyers, they've got some high-end potential picks in their own right. We look forward to seeing some of them as this game rolls on.
Yeah, as we're just about set to get underway, the Luke Malkasian line out there against the Dylan Edwards line for the Don Mills Flyers as the puck is controlled in the defensive zone for the Junior Canadiens as they play that one back out through center. Dylan Edwards is going to chase that one into the offensive zone, but it's turned back the other way. Tasopoulos will bring that one into the zone for the Don Mills Flyers behind the net now. Kristian Lamanna. Now it's played through center once again. Tasopoulos throws that one across to his defense partner. Luca Morelli has a chance in front of the net. Luke McNamara bowling over Jayden Tang. Puck is played through center. Line change for the Don Mills Flyers. Puck is played back. Don Mills had 3 guys going onto that one quickly. Saraglu chases that one into the corner. Now it's played in the defensive zone. Pinelli. And we get a whistle.
In the goaltending matchup in this one, you'd mentioned Jayden Tang with a really important first save. He's the #1 starter for the Don Mills Flyers. He's big. He faces a high volume of shots every night, and that'll be no different here against the Toronto Junior Canadiens. On the other side, it's Antonino Rizzo. He and Josh Branton split time.
As Rizzo watches that one in the corner. Keller out there as well for the Don Mills Flyers with Saraglu. Puck is thrown down and right back out in front of Jayden Tang, but good defensive play there. Puck to the middle. Shot there off the goalpost as it looked like it was deflected by Tang. Down low, Fraser will get that one going the other way. Now it's played right back out in front. Tipped in front. Big save there from Tang as the puck is cleared off the blue paint. Shot from the point once again. High in the air and it appeared to go up over the glass, so we get a whistle.
Jayden Tang early on showing off the ability on the low shot. A lot like a Carey Price. He's very effective when he's down in the butterfly style. Takes away a lot of the net with his pads, and it's the nature of being the tall goaltender that he is. When he lays himself out in the butterfly style, he takes away most of the net.
Puck down low. Zaretsky gets it through center. Damian Lewicki out there as well. Now behind the net, Rizzo is going to touch this one up, and we're going to get a penalty.
To come down to the right side of Jayden Tang as a Don Mills Flyers player. When we moved away, might have just been an icing there.
Yeah, I guess it was just an icing. Face-off won by the Junior Canadiens. Now it's throwing D to D. They have it in the offensive zone. Sema battling forward in the corner. Zaretsky has it from his own end and throws it through center ice. Breaking through the middle are the Don Mills Flyers. Dylan Edwards on it. Edwards working his way to the front, but good defensive play there by the Junior Canadiens. Down low, McKirry plays it around the boards in the corner. Puck is dumped past there. Kristian Lamanna was on that one. Now it's in the center ice area for the Don Mills Flyers. Luca Morelli turning, throws it across for Tisopoulos. Tisopoulos plays it down for Morelli now, and Morelli has the puck as he flips it out to an open wing. Picked off there by the junior Canadiens as they break into the zone. Backhand shot, and Tang saved it, but he also pushed the net off.
And it might have been Tang attempting to knock that puck down with his shoulder. As he did so, the net came off of its moorings. And Tang has had a couple of really nice saves so far in this game early on.
Yeah, he's certainly keeping them in it right away. It's been an offensive surge to start things off by the junior Canadiens as they get an offensive zone face-off to the left of Jayden Tang. As it's loose in front of the net, cleared away there by the defender in front. Now the puck is played down low by the junior Canadiens. Flipped through center. Guo is going to chase that one down, but it looks like it's going to be an icing. Another one against the Don Mills Flyers. As we get potential high draft pick in the upcoming OHL draft, Kristian Lamanna. And he's going to take the face-off. This one to the right of Jayden Tang this time, and Lamanna can't win that draw as that's played into the corner. Frankie Bruno out there with Luke Malkasian. Through center. And loose puck in front, cleared away by the Don Mills Flyers as they kick that one through center. Dylan Edwards trying to stick handle his way through a couple junior Canadiens. Now the puck is played down low. And a bit of a miscommunication in the corner. Now it's played back out in front, scores! Kristian Lamanna gets the pass from Dylan Edwards. And it's 1-0 Don Mills.
There are two aspects to this play. It's the creativity and the stick work of Dylan Edwards and the finishing ability of Kristian Lamanna. But we'll start with the play of Dylan Edwards. As we're going to see here, he comes down low and he beats two junior Canadiens. He's showing a great job there of IQ. Puts himself in a good position to pick up the puck after the miscommunication from the junior Canadiens defenders. And he makes no mistake passing to Lamanna, who buries that one.
Lewicki quickly back on it, but he goes offside for the Don Mills Flyers. That's a deadly line for Don Mills, having Edwards and Lamanna there, two strong players. But it's Damian Lewicki now who will take the draw as he went just offside, so came just outside the zone. Won by the junior Canadiens. Finn Harding will play that one up the boards, and now it's at the point. Tisopoulos dumping that one in behind the net. As it was Wilson getting that one going the other way, and the puck is now played into the corner. Wilson all the way down low. Luca Morelli will bring it the other way for the Don Mills Flyers. Morelli cutting his way through center from the defensive side of things. Morelli throws it across. A play to the middle, but Finn Harding defended that one well. Played through center, and the Don Mills Flyers will go to fish it out of their own zone. That pass went off the back of the net by Fraser. Dangerous chance in front. Pinelli was working his way there, but he could never find a handle on the puck, and back come the Don Mills Flyers. Edwards, or Lewicki, his pass is cut off. Back in the zone, Romani throws that one back to an open wing, but it came outside the zone. Through center, the puck is flipped in by Luke McNamara. Now it's back out by the Don Mills Flyers. Dylan Edwards bringing it in. Edwards working his way to the corner. Puck is taken away by Christian McCurry, who has a skate through center. McCurry holding the puck. No, not quite. It went offside.
And number 11 for the Don Mills Flyers, Dylan Edwards. You're going to see him a lot. We've seen as the puck has gone over the center ice line. He's been the guy starting to initiate the play and trying to get his teammates involved. Tremendously skilled player.
Yeah, he's a top goal scorer for this Don Mills Flyers team, and a lot of the offense runs through him, especially on that top line with Kristian Lamanna. And obviously the Toronto Junior Canadiens have a lot of offense of their own in that lineup top to bottom, but Don Mills Flyers will play their top guys as much as they can and see if they can't keep the momentum that they've started going. They have a 1-0 lead against a strong, potential #1 finishing GTHL team, as that puck is blocked away there by Jayden Tang. He didn't find it momentarily, but now it's in the corner. Played back through center by the Junior Canadiens as line change now for the Don Mills Flyers. D-to-D pass tipped into the zone by Dylan Edwards from Tesopoulos. Down low, Perrick is going to dump that one up the boards. Now it's thrown through center. 2-on-1 chance potentially for the Junior Canadiens, but it was turned the other way, and Dylan Edwards is on it once again for the Flyers. Edwards. And the puck is past him, broken back the other way by the Junior Canadiens. Luke Malkasian throws that one through center. Luca Morelli plays it up the boards, tipped into the zone, no icing. Below the goal line was Wilson, who got that one going the other way. Played through center by Malkasian, breaking his way in. Puck is flipped up high over the glove side, and a rebound in front of the net. That shot just went wide. It was on the stick of Carson Rakoff, but he couldn't quite get a handle on it. Defensive zone possession for the Junior Canadiens as they play it through center all the way down the ice. Icing waved off once again, collecting it now. Behind the net is Fraser. Played around the boards. Sema creating some havoc in the corner as the Don Mills Flyers couldn't quite get it out, but Saraglu who takes it the other way for them. Now the puck is dumped behind the net of Antonino Rizzo. Through center. And the puck is dumped in. Kristian Lamanna is content just to play that one into the zone and try and forecheck here as it's thrown through center. A pass for Sema, chasing it down, and Jayden Tang is just going to put a glove on it.
Long sequence there. Neither team able to establish a solid run of offensive play. Puck's been moving between both ends. Neither team has really had the difference maker so far. Don Mills up 1-0, but other than that, it's been pretty even.
It's the Jacob Keller line out there now for the Don Mills Flyers. Puck is played down low. Pinelli has it below the goal line. Pinelli flipping that one off the back of the net. He was looking for a centering pass. Zaretsky was able to dump it at least to the blue line. Thrown into the corner. Pinelli has it again. Works it out front, and a backhand play to Dylan Edwards comes through center for the Don Mills Flyers. Don Mills will just dump that one into the zone. They're getting a defensive line change here. Dylan Edwards forechecking now. Out there with Keller as well. Now Tesopoulos will attempt to defend this rush from Pinelli, who's been all over the puck in this one so far in the first period. Behind the net, centering pass, right back out in front, shot just wide, and it went off the back of the net there from Jayden Tang. Carson Rakoff plays it down to Tesopoulos, who's trying to battle for that one. It was stuck in his skates. And the puck is thrown all the way back around. Looks like the Don Mills Flyers will get a clearage here. And puck might have tipped up into the bench area or something of the sorts. 1-0 Don Mills here in the first.
A couple of good opportunities for Luke McNamara in the Don Mills Flyers end. He had the initial shot that went just wide, and then the puck came back and bounced off of the post on the outside. Don't see that very often, but McNamara, guaranteed almost first-round pick. He's likely to go pretty high in the upcoming OHL draft.
Face-off is kicked and won by Lorenza and the Junior Canadiens as they break into the zone. Behind the net now, Jayden Tang watches that one go by him. Kyle and Jessam will bring it through center. Chance to clear now for the Don Mills Flyers, who have been hemmed in their own zone a little bit. Jessam gets that one up the boards, but it's taken back the other way by Sema. Lewicki's going to come in there to help out. In the corner. And finally, they will clear the zone. And Zaretsky will dump it through center. Right onto the ice now is Kristian Lamanna. Who forechecks there, but to no avail as it's brought the other way. Guo loses that one. Chip through center. Here comes a break for the Don Mills Flyers as they come into the zone. Cross crease pass defended well once again by Finn Harding. Through center, the puck is dumped all the way in. Line change here and a whistle.
And Finn Harding, we've seen him a couple times in his own zone, make some really nice plays and stuffing out those offensive zone entries for the Don Mills Flyers. And I mean, he wears Bobby Orr's number, and he kind of plays like it too. You'll see him down below the goal line every so often in the game, likes to activate as the defenseman.
Desopoulos and Morelli have been a strong defensive line so far for Don Mills, and they'll get it in the offensive zone as Frankie Bruno tries to streak through center. Puck is played down low, backhanded out by Wilson. In the corner now, the Don Mills Flyers trying to break something to the middle, can't quite do it, and Romani gets it up to Sima. Sima flying into the zone, working his way in as he throws one to the net, and that one was just tipped wide there by Tang. Back the other way, too wide are the Don Mills Flyers, but they're just going to dump that one into the zone. Lamanna is going to go off for a line change. Fraser, or that's Keller, was pressuring the puck. Now it's going to be dumped into the zone. Tang watches that one behind his own net. Played into the middle once again, and a dangerous opportunity, a loose puck in front of the net. Now it's dumped back. At center, controlled by the junior Canadiens. As they flick it into the zone, Pinelli will forecheck. Played back, Rakoff fires a shot. Rebound in front, scores! Rakoff to Pinelli with a nice move there, and the junior Canadiens have tied it at 1.
And two great displays of skill. We're going to see with the puck here in the own zone, a great forecheck by Pinelli, and the junior Canadiens forcing the issue. A great play by Rakoff to kick it up to himself, and a beautiful feed to Luca Pinelli. Picks that one up almost behind him and curls around Jayden Tang on the forehand, and he puts that one away. Just an all-around complete effort from the line there. The effort from Pinelli, then McNamara forces the turnover. Rakoff picks it up, and Pinelli finishes the job.
You had a good feeling that Rakoff-Pinelli line, who are two of the best offensive players on the junior Canadiens, as Pinelli breaks in once again, but it's turned over to Lewicki. They're a fantastic line, and Luca Pinelli has been all over the ice today as he's had some chances in front of the net, and it's been fed by Rakoff a couple of times. As Morelli sees that one go offside. Well, the Don Mills Flyers would have loved to go to the locker room with a 1-goal lead against a strong team in the junior Canadiens. But coming back was Pinelli and Rakoff, and they tied this game up. Puck is flipped up high in the air and into the bench, it looks like. Yep. It's fun to watch both the Pinelli-Rakoff line, but also the Lamanna, and the puck is dumped into the zone. Thrown down, defended there by the Don Mills Flyers. Thrown around behind the net. Into the zone. Here comes a bit of a rush here for the junior Canadiens. Jayden Tang watches that one go behind the net as it's played to the point. Shot by Guo. Rebound in front. Tang was reaching for it, but the whistle was blowing nevertheless. And it was Lorenza who had a great chance there. But the referee lost sight of the puck, so it was going to be a whistle. 2:10 to go in the first period.
You talked about the Don Mills Flyers wanting to take a lead out of the first period, but still a lot of time left to play, and the Junior Canadiens now trying to do the same thing. They're trying to double up here after the goal from Pinelli.
Puck thrown around on the boards. Now it's Luke Malkasian who will try and get that one outside the zone. Lorenza gets it back to his defense partners, and Luke Malkasian will forecheck there. Puck is flipped up over the head there of Saraglu. So a line change for the Don Mills Flyers with 1:40 to go here in the first period. Junior Canadiens have controlled the offensive pressure for most of the time. It was just a miscue behind the net that led to a Don Mills Flyers goal, and Kristian Lamanna was able to put it past Rizzo. And then later on, Luca Pinelli found a great feed from Carson Rakoff and a nice set of hands in front of the net, and that's where we sit 1-1 in the first. Puck thrown in across the red line, breaking into the zone. Frankie Bruno's going to chase that one down. Morelli plays it through center. Turned over to a Junior Canadian. It's Carson Rakoff trying to flip the puck in and chase it down himself. Back into the zone by the Don Mills Flyers. Tassopoulos lays a check there at the boards. Romani out wide, receives a pass. Puts it behind the net of the Don Mills Flyers. And now they have a chance to clear an outlet pass there through center. Kristian Lamanna had that one go off his stick. D-to-D pass. Outlet for Edwards. That one tips off his skate. Lewicki, Edwards, and Lamanna were out there. That's been a solid line for the Don Mills Flyers so far in this game.
Yeah, and they've created a lot of the offensive zone opportunities. They've been good on the rush so far, but credit to the Junior Canadiens. I think they've had the run of play. Been the better team, dominating in the shot category as of right now. I think that was to be expected. They're a stronger team on paper.
Face off to the left of Antonino Rizzo as the puck is played down. The face-off was won cleanly, but it just ended up being a 7-10 split right through the two Don Mills Flyers. We get another whistle here.
Looks like the referee might be making an indication to the scorekeeper. Looked like he was calling for interference, and player for the Don Mills Flyers will have to occupy the penalty box.
So it'll be a power play, and a deadly power play at that for the Junior Canadiens, trying to capitalize here with just 23 seconds to go in the third period. Puck is played back to the point now. Guo controlling it. Throws it across there for Pinelli. Pinelli back to Guo. Guo rips a shot. Tang rebound in front of the net, and it's turned aside. Pinelli down low once again. 8 seconds to go. Finn Harding trying to work his way to the middle. Or as McNamara, I should say. Now back to the point. Rebound in front, and it's tipped away, and that's going to do it for the first period.
So the power play will carry over into the second frame. The Junior Canadiens weren't able to really get anything going on that opportunity near the end of the first. But I think so far they should be happy with the way that they've played up in the shot category.
Yeah, and a couple penalties so far for the Don Mills Flyers. That's something that I think it's important for them to try and eliminate as we come down the stretch here, because the Junior Canadiens, they might be able to control them 5-on-5, but if it gets to the point where they're taking a lot of penalties, we know how lethal the offense is for the Junior Canadiens.
I mean, a ton of skill. They operate so well with the man advantage. There's so many players that can impact that side of the game, so discipline going forward is definitely going to be a key point of emphasis for the Don Mills Flyers.
Just about a 2-on-1 developed there. Zane Perrick now will try and get that one back in as we're underway in the second period of action between the Don Mills Flyers and the Toronto Junior Canadiens. Antonino Rizzo sees that one go behind the net. Perrick flips that one through center. Sema out there with Pinelli. Pinelli working to the middle, and he was turned aside. To the point. Guo plays it across. Down low now for Pinelli. Pinelli works it behind the net. Edwards fires that one all the way down the ice. As the Don Mills Flyers are still killing off that penalty that carried over. And they have another chance to clear. And that is exactly what they'll do. They rip it all the way down the ice. And Rizzo out of his net to pick that one up behind the twine as Damian Lewicki forechecking. Going into the zone. Now a backhand shot. 2-on-1 developing here for the Junior Canadiens, but they elect just to keep the pressure. Shot there, and that one was just wide of Jayden Tang. It went outside of the net. As Dylan Edwards gets that one just outside the zone. James Guo's on it once again. Power play continues for the Junior Canadiens. Played back in front. Romani trying to hold that one in, and the Junior Canadiens are able to do just that as the man comes out of the box for the Don Mills Flyers. 5-on-5 now. Puck is flipped up the boards and not quite able to hold it at the line there. It was Darren Wilson. Now it's played back once again. Behind the net, Jayden Tang. Throws that one around, trying to get the puck out of the zone, but it's turned over right in front, and a chance there from Romani, but he couldn't get a handle on it. Behind the net of Rizzo, and we get a whistle.
I've been pretty even so far in the second period. Don Mills did a great job there with the penalty that carried over on the penalty kill. Didn't allow too many high danger opportunities for the Junior Canadiens.
Face-off is scrummed, and eventually the Don Mills Flyers are able to come away with it. They get the puck through center. Turned over, shot, scores! Right in front of the net, Dylan Edwards puts it home. It was turned over, and taking advantage of it there with the Don Mills Flyers, they lead 2-1.
The two goals that the Don Mills Flyers have been able to grab have come off of miscues from the Junior Canadiens. See the Junior Canadiens trying to work back into their own zone, and the giveaway, Edwards tenacious on the forecheck. He forces the issue against Kristian McCary, takes the puck away and rips it right over the glove side of Antonino Rizzo, and that's why he's so dangerous for this Don Mills team.
And that won't happen often from McCary, but that's just one of those freak moments that happens. He's certainly a solid defender, but Edwards will take it. Credit to him for putting that one home. Puck thrown around and offside, says the referee.
And how often is it that we see the Junior Canadiens give up goals on those miscues? It's not often. They've got a great fundamental set of skills to each of the players on this team, but you know, I mean, if it's against another team, it's those quick strike opportunities, those flash in the pan moments where other teams are able to grab goals on them that are a bit lower than them in the standings.
Yeah, the Junior Canadiens have 3 lines that are really solid on defense for them as the puck is dumped in. A lot of the time as well, we see low-scoring games, at least defensively for them. It's a high-powered offense and a good defense. That's just a tough combination, and what makes them one of the best teams in the GTHL is the puck is dumped wide. That being said, the Don Mills Flyers have a 2-1 lead and are looking to pull up an upset here. Play back to the point, shot on, tipped in front of the net. Jayden Tang looking for it, and he finds it.
Kyle Jessup, I think, gets away with one there. He had tipped the puck on, and with the change in direction, Jayden Tang might have been caught a little bit out of position as that one happens suddenly. As a defenseman, if you're going to put yourself in front of the puck, you've got to make sure that you stop it dead or you don't get a piece of it at all because you don't want to screen your goaltender when the puck's coming on towards the net. But luckily, no damage done there.
That's just the toughest play for a goalie when it changes directions right in front of you. Throws you out of your rhythm a little bit, but nice job by Jayden Tang to recover. Play back out in front. Pinelli again on the doorstep. Down low now. Flyers will battle for the puck in the defensive zone, and they come away with it, flipping it through center just outside the zone. Darren Wilson picks it up and now fires it in. 17-7 are the shots on goal in favor of the Junior Canadiens. Breaking into the zone are the Flyers. Now it's into the corner. Puck thrown around. Pinelli is going to get that one out through center ice. Lee gets off to his defense partner who fires that puck in. And we get a whistle. Looks like that might be icing.
Yeah, puck will come all the way down. Draw will happen to, looks like, the left side of Jayden Tang.
Face-off won by the Junior Canadiens. Quick shot there, and it was deflected away. It might have been Lee blocking that one in front of the net. Through center, offensive zone chance. Here come the Don Mills Flyers again. It was Keller trying to get his way to the middle out there with Krolicky. 3 wide are the Junior Canadiens, breaking to the zone, and Jayden Tang, a big save, and the net comes off.
It's another instance where Tang on his left side has squared himself up to the puck, and you know, we mentioned the butterfly style. You got to have strong legs to work effectively in a style like that. That's an attribute he possesses, but occasionally the nets here will be pushed off of their moorings. It's the second time we've seen it happen to him in this game on his left side.
You're supposed to hug the post. You can't blame him for getting over there as much as he can, as Kristian Lamanna will win that draw back, but it looks like it's the Junior Canadiens who are coming away with it. Now gaining possession are the Don Mills Flyers as the puck is flicked through center ice. Into the zone. Big save there from Rizzo on the breakaway. And that's a game saver right there, as it could have put the Don Mills Flyers up by 2. Here comes Pinelli back the other way. Shot off the post. That was Malkasian. Back to the point now. Down low, Malkasian working it back out in front again. Edwards gets it through center, back the other way, and Rizzo watches that one just fluttered wide there as Perrick took possession of it. And a whistle. And that was Luke Malkasian coming in there on the breakaway, and what a save by Jayden Tang.
It was Edwards going one way, and then Malkasian coming back down the other way. A crazy sequence, a great save by Antonino Rizzo on the first effort. And then as it goes back down towards the Don Mills end, Jayden Tang keeps himself square with Malkasian, takes away any net that Malkasian would have had to shoot at.
Puck chipped through center by Frankie Bruno. It's into the zone. Down low, puck is thrown around the boards. And a weird deflection out in the middle of the ice. Just about created an offensive zone chance for the Junior Canadiens. Controlled now by the Don Mills Flyers as they try and poke that one through center. Turned over. Frankie Bruno working it in. Turns it over, and back the other way come the Don Mills Flyers. Ping-ponging around in center ice. Tosopoulos gets just enough on that one to get it outside the zone as Krolicky has that pass just a little too far behind him. Into the zone. Shot there high and wide. Big chance from Pinelli. Shot once again, and an easy glove save for Jayden Tang. How about the play of Luca Pinelli? We know that he has, you know, some first round potential in the upcoming OHL draft, and boy, we're seeing it today.
And a little bit undersized, and if that name sounds familiar, it's because he has a brother that plays in the OHL. I mean, he's a very skilled playmaker in his own right. We saw how good he can be on that goal that he scored, picking the puck up almost behind him and keeping it in stride.
Shot there, and Junior Canadiens are pressing now. Jayden Tang has to make a big save. Puck is thrown on the point. One-time shot high and wide of the net. Right behind McNamara trying to put that one in. Now he controls it. McNamara trying to play that one out front, but his counterpart, number 9, Kristian Lamanna, gets it back the other way. Junior Canadiens will look to continue the offensive zone pressure. Throw into the middle. That pass might have been just too far for Luke McNamara, with Romani there as well. Shot that's wide of Jayden Tang. Jessom tries to get that one around the boards. Behind the net now. Zaretsky backhands that one. Not quite out. Romani holds it in. Thrown back below the goal line. McNamara was on it. Jessam defending. Who's going to come away with it? The Don Mills Flyers will, but the clearing attempt is blocked. Right back out in front again. A point pass, and Guo is going to backhand that one in. Finally, the Don Mills Flyers will get that one out, and they can get a line change. It looks like that one was up into the bench area.
That was a great sequence of play for the junior Canadiens. A lot of sustained offensive pressure. They've worked well down along the boards. It's not an area that they tend to play in necessarily. They like to move the puck around in the open spaces and set each other up. A lot of skill for each of the players on this team, and that's evident when they start to move the puck around the way that they do.
Raykopf was there for the draw, but couldn't quite win it out there with Frankie Bruno. Puck down low. Throwing through the middle. And breaking into the offensive zone, the Don Mills Flyers. Down low, Edwards was trying to forecheck there. Backhand pass. And here comes Carson Raykopf back the other way. Raykopf is forced into the corner. Now he plays it back out in front. Lee chipped that one aside. Lee on it again, battling for it in the corner. That one's just past Raykopf. Down low. Puck is loose. Thrown around the boards. Malkasian was in there. Now it's back to the point. Shot there wide of Jayden Tang. Now coming away with it are the Don Mills Flyers, and they're just going to shoot that one into the zone. 5 skaters will change for them as the junior Canadiens try to get it going back the other way quickly and catch the Flyers on a change. They have 3 in the offensive zone. Pinelli's one of them. He brings it behind the net. Now throws it out in front, and just about a dangerous chance for Lorenza, who is breaking to the middle. Behind the net. Tesopoulos works it out. Now gets a return pass as he looked to join the rush. Junior Canadiens bring it the other way. Pinelli. Pass just too far for Lorenza. Krolicky now. Out there with Keller. To the middle. Krolicky shot. That one's just high and wide of Rizzo. And it's stuck on the back of the net, and a whistle's going to be blowing as Keller was trying to fish that one loose. With 2 in the second period with 5:41 to go.
Jacob Keller is first year at this level, making the transition between single A and triple A. You don't see that a lot, but I mean, he fits in well with his line mates. I think he's not looked out of place so far, and you can see there, jumping up in the offense and making his presence felt with a shot and another opportunity after the shot had gone wide.
Yeah, that's right. He is a rookie at the AAA level, but yeah, he fits in this team, and he's been a valuable asset for the Don Mills Flyers as the puck is thrown wide of the net of Jayden Tang. Controlled by the junior Canadiens. Blocked in front of the net. Looked like that one hit a junior Canadian in front. Up the boards. Lamanna lays down a big hit. And down there is a junior Canadian. That didn't look good.
That was a big hit from Kristian Lamanna. You can see the Christian McCary, the player for the junior Canadiens, having a bit of a discussion with him, but I don't know if there's any ill intent on that hit. It's just looked like a hockey play.
It was a big hit by Lamanna. But I think it was the way that the junior Canadian player fell into the boards. That was the difficulty on the play. So we hope he's all right.
Well, hockey, a physical game. Kristian Lamanna, he's got a good deal of individual skill to him, but showing that he's not afraid to get involved with the physicality as well there. I mean, you hope that no one ends up getting injured, but it's good to see a player that's not afraid to get in along the boards and, separate the player from the puck using his body instead of opting for the stick check as we see happen often.
How about the lead that the Don Mills Flyers have taken and been able to hold through this second period? They're certainly not the favorites in this matchup, but they've played well.
No, and the junior Canadiens being down here isn't in spite of a lack of trying. They've had some good offensive opportunities going back the other way, but either they're missing the net or Jayden Tang is making some solid saves. He's definitely kept the Don Mills Flyers in it, and credit the Don Mills for taking their opportunities.
As Cho got that one back into the offensive zone for the Junior Canadiens. Pinelli right back in front. Rebound! What a save by Tang. Lorenza. Now another shot by Pinelli. Blocked in front. Tang was down. Pinelli had the whole net to shoot at. But it was a great play by the defense there of the Don Mills Flyers. Now it's throwing back through center as Junior Canadiens, as they always do, will try and keep on the pressure. Pinelli streaking in once again. He gets there first. Pinelli battling forward in the corner. Now it's throwing back all the way down the ice, and an unsurprising icing call here against the Don Mills Flyers as they were scrambling.
Well, I'd mentioned the pressure that the Junior Canadiens had been putting on the Don Mills Flyers and Jayden Tang. Tang makes a good initial save, but he takes away the net on the post opportunity that we saw there. The Junior Canadiens, though, definitely have the upper hand in terms of the momentum, and they're going to look to capitalize here after the icing. Maybe some tired legs on the ice for the Don Mills Flyers.
Face off won by the Junior Canadiens, and now it's brought back around and cleared out of the zone by the Don Mills Flyers. Rakoff brings it into the zone out there with Bruno. Working in the middle, Rakoff fires a shot, and that was McNamara there. McNamara now finds himself below the goal line. Bruno battling for that puck as it's flipped out through center, and Dylan Edwards gets it going back northward for the Don Mills Flyers. Played around behind the net of Antonino Rizzo. Played out, and the Junior Canadiens will get it going back towards the offensive zone. Falling there was Edwards. Now it's below the goal line. A couple Junior Canadiens streaking to the middle. Good defensive play there by Luca Morelli. Shot from the point, and that one's wide of the net there from Wilson. Battle for in the corner. Malkasian trying to play that one to an open wing. Now it's Dylan Edwards who will clear it out and go for a line change for the Don Mills Flyers. Everyone going for a line change, and here come the Junior Canadiens right to the middle. Shot, and that one's just wide of the net. 2-on-0 chance. Lorenza with a great opportunity, but he just missed the net. Played back Morelli and a shot, and it's covered up by Tang.
Here in the second period, it's a long change as Edwards tried to clear that one out. All 5 black and orange sweaters decided to go for a line change. The Junior Canadiens did well to jump on the opportunity. And on the 2-on-1 going back the other way, just barely missing the net on the shot there.
Seemed like there were only 2 players on the ice for a moment, and they both went on a 2-on-1 rush, and Lorenza just missed the net wide. Tang's been sensational regardless of whether that shot was on or not, but that's an opportunity that the Junior Canadiens are going to look back on at some point and say, gee, I wish we'd had that one, especially at this point in the game. Late in the second period, they'd love to tie this game up, and boy, do they ever have the capability to do it, as it's down low now. Played back to the point, and that one's going to skip by a defender there. Shot back in once again. Morelli right back out at the point. A lot of the offense runs through him. He's a solid top defender on this team of the Don Mills Flyers as the puck is dumped in by Malkasian. Back to center ice. Down low behind the net of Jayden Tang. Back to the point now. Guo has it. Guo puts one on, and that one's deflected wide. Breakout pass here for the Flyers as they try and cut into the zone. Down low. And the Junior Canadiens will try and break this one out from the defensive side of things through center. Right to the middle. Rebounded front, and that one just kicked aside by Jayden Tang as a fantastic play to work through a couple defenders. Not out of trouble yet. Right back out. Tang, another save. Jayden Tang's been holding down the fort so far, but offensive pressure still for the Junior Canadiens. Lee will throw that one around the boards. Now it's tied up. Lorenza, I believe it was Lorenza breaking into the zone there, worked his way all the way into the zone through a couple defenders as Tosopoulos has that one go through him. Down low now, Frankie Bruno. Bruno, back to the point. Gets it back once again, Frankie Bruno trying to set it up. Pinelli on it. Luca Pinelli. Now to the point again. Tipped away, shot. That one just went wide of Tang. Edwards trying to get it out now. Fired down the ice finally by Tassopoulos. And it's cut off by a junior Canadian as they try to keep the pressure on. Another line change for the Don Mills Flyers, but they get possession of the puck. Dumped back in by the junior Canadians. Finn Harding working on that one. Loses it. Comes all the way down the ice again. 20 seconds to go here in the second period. Zaretsky and Morelli out there for the Don Mills Flyers. Puck through center now is controlled. And a breakout pass. That one just goes too far. All the way down the ice behind the net of Antonino Rizzo. Played back out, and the whistle blows, the horn goes, and that's going to do it, I believe, here for the second period.
I want to flash back there. A really good sequence for the junior Canadians, and I mean, probably the best chances that they've had at this point to tie things up. It looked like Anthony Romani with a really good individual effort to break into the zone, weaving his way through the Don Mills defense, and then made himself available in front of the net. He missed on that opportunity, but you can see why he's a critical point producer for the junior Canadians. Wasn't successful in burying the puck on either of his opportunities there near the end of the second, but a lot of positive momentum building for the junior Canadians, and you have to think that with the flood, the fresh ice, and the rest that the players are going to be getting, the junior Canadians have a chance to tie this thing up before too long.
Yeah, they absolutely do. They certainly had the offensive potential. It just... Well, they've got offensive chances, but it's been Jayden Tang who's standing on his head.
Tang has been so good to this point. I mean, you can see the disparity in shots. The junior Canadians have not made his life easy in this game, and I mean, he's been really good. That's not to discredit the defense of Don Mills. They do have some very crucial players that I think have made a couple of really nice plays to this point. Luca Morelli, a strong defensive defenseman in his own right. But, I mean, just what can you say about Tang? He's definitely kept his team in the game to this point.
Yeah, he sure has, and he just brought my attention to the shots on goal. There is a big advantage for the junior Canadians, 28-13. And a new period, fresh ice. The Flyers can try and turn that around, and they're in a good spot, up 2-1. Down low. Puck tipped out by Sema. Kept in by the Don Mills Flyers as that shot just goes wide. And controlled in the defensive zone, James Guo will try and set something up for the junior Canadians, but it's turned over again, and they're just going to dump that one back into the zone and get a line change. Saraglu and Keller come on the ice. Pinelli throws a stretch pass there for Lorenza as they break into the zone. Now it's dumped back once again behind the net of Antonino Rizzo. Throwing back through center. Two junior Canadians breaking into the zone. Right to the middle, and good defensive play there by Jessam out there with Lee. Throwing around behind the net. And an outlet pass. That one's just going to go too far all the way down the ice. Should be an icing. 2-1 Flyers, but they still have a lot of time to kill off, or they could see it as an opportunity, more time to add to the lead. But the junior Canadians have been pressing all game. As we get a face-off that's going to be to the right of Jayden Tang, who's been sensational so far. Face-off won by the Don Mills Flyers, but they can't control it. It's Malkasian who gets it back to the point. Shot from there. Tipped up in front. Loose puck, and Morelli comes away with it and breaks it the other way for the Don Mills Flyers. Throwing through center and turned over to the junior Canadians. Breaking into the zone, Carson Rakoff to the middle, and he fired that one just wide of Tang. Another shot from the point. Tang, and that one just tips off his shoulder high. And it'll just pop out of the zone now. More pressure for the junior Canadians. It seems like just a matter of time before they're able to crack Tang, but he's shown no signs of breaking so far. Alkazian gets into the zone, but not far. It's controlled by the Don Mills Flyers. Throwing through center, tipped by Edwards, trying to get into the zone. Here comes Carson Rakoff now. Rakoff bringing it over the blue line and working down low. Rakoff below the net and taken away by Morelli. Defended well by him as the puck is fired down. Thrown off the glass. And back into the offensive zone for the Junior Canadiens, but it's just dumped out to center once again by the Flyers. Controlled in the defensive zone. Flyers will look to clear again. They get it to center. Backhanded in again by the Junior Canadiens. Lorenza chasing it into the corner. Oh, that's Rakoff with Pinelli and Frankie Bruno. Down low now. Don Mills Flyers get in the offensive zone, but they got to get a line change now. The line mates are back out. Thrown around once again. Pinelli trying to get out of the zone, and he will, and now he'll chase that one through center. Pinelli trying to poke it by. Or that was Zane Perrick trying to poke it by, and he got it into the zone, but it's controlled now once again by the Don Mills Flyers. Saraglu throws it across. Dumped in again. Saraglu will go for a change, as well as the defenders of the Don Mills Flyers. Throwing through center, 11:16 to go. Krolicky. Out of that center. Now breaking out of the Flyers again. The Tassopoulos defensive pairing is out there now. Tassopoulos and Morelli. Behind the net of the Junior Canadiens, they'll look to set something up. It's James Guo again. A lot of the offense starts with him from the defensive zone, but he can't get it out this time as Romani was looking for a stretch pass. Now it's back to Sima. Sima throws that one by Romani, and he'll chase it into the corner. Romani has it, and Lewicki would put some pressure on him, and he was forced to just dump that one back to the point. Throw into an open wing. Shipped out by Keller. He's trying to break away with Lewicki and Edwards. Finn Harding fires it in off the leg of Morelli and into the zone. Or Sima. D-to-D pass from the Junior Canadiens as it's thrown through center. They're breaking the other way, trying to get something going. Can't quite do it. Defended well there by Christopher Lee. Thrown into the zone. And once again, the Flyers are denied of an offensive opportunity, and it's brought back the other way by the Junior Canadiens. Being spilled there was Saraglu. Right to the middle. Zaretsky breaking in. Scores! Zaretsky makes it 3-1 Flyers with 9:34 to go.
Well, it was a long stretch there between whistles and a long stretch without sustained offensive pressure, but man, what a pass there from Dylan Edwards breaking in on the right side. That's a gorgeous saucer pass to Zaretsky. You're going to see Edwards on the left side of your screen, flips that thing right over to him on a platter. Zaretsky makes no mistake, fires that one to the blocker side of Antonino Rizzo. The Flyers, almost against all odds, now have a 3-1 lead.
Well, now it's an uphill battle for the Junior Canadiens, who are up 31-16 in shots, but that is not the stat that matters at this point in the game. Breaking into the zone once again of the Don Mills Flyers. Shot, big save by Rizzo. And that is a big save by Rizzo coming back as the Don Mills Flyers seem to have some pressure. If the Junior Canadiens are going to get back in this game, Rizzo is going to have to be solid down the stretch. That's
an important save as the momentum might be swinging in favor of the Don Mills Flyers after two very strong periods from the Junior Canadiens. They put a lot of pucks towards Jayden Tang, but Tang was equal to or better than just about everything he faced. But still a lot of time left to be played here. We know that the Junior Canadiens are capable of scoring in bunches.
Pinelli, Sima, Lorenza, the forward line. Puck is to the point. Shot and gloved by Rizzo.
This is smart by Rizzo. Maybe just get as many stoppages as you can. Settle down the momentum. Make sure the boys on the bench are in the right headspace moving forward for the last 9 minutes and change in this game.
Krolicky versus Pinelli. Guo battling for it in the corner. Thrown around the boards. Played back to the middle, and that shot was deflected off a leg. Dumped in again by the Don Mills Flyers. No doubt the Ultras try and keep the puck out of their defensive zone as much as they possibly can. See if they can't grind down this game playing against the junior Canadiens. Pinelli got it to center, now he gets it back. Luca Pinelli fires it into the zone all the way around the boards. Lorenza couldn't win that battle as it's thrown in again. Sarah Glue will chase it down for the Don Mills Flyers as they get a line change. Keller and Loecki will come on. Back into the zone, shot there, Tang the save, rebound in front, cleared away by Morelli. At center ice once again, and here comes a chance for the junior Canadiens, but it was a good defensive play by Tassopoulos. Now it's behind the net. Around the end boards, chance to clear for the Flyers, and they'll get it to center. 7:47 to go. Dylan Edward tops on the ice, and we get a whistle.
There was a big collision in the middle of the ice there. Not sure if one of the junior Canadiens players was knocked off of his feet, but as he slid into the corner, the referee's arm went up. We'll see who the referee ushers towards the penalty box. Looks like Damian Loecki. Going to be occupying the space for 2 minutes or less. The junior Canadiens now are going to have an opportunity with the man advantage. Try to cut into this deficit. They've put a ton of shots towards Jayden Tang, but he's been so good to this point.
Well, this is exactly what the junior Canadiens need, isn't it? Something to spark the offense, because they've had the offense. They just haven't quite found the answer to finish.
Yeah, and they've had some very good stretches 5-on-5 where the momentum's been solidly in their favor, but now they'll have the man advantage to work with. There's a junior Canadiens player down in his own zone near the boards. Wasn't sure who it was, and we hope that it's nothing serious, but as you see the stick taps from the Don Mills Flyers, hopefully it means everything is okay.
This will be a crucial penalty kill for the Flyers. And especially at this point in the game, they have the junior Canadiens on the ropes. But it all starts with a good penalty kill here.
Yeah, and it's often we see that goaltenders might play their best games against the junior Canadiens. They've certainly been out goaltender in a couple of the games that we've seen them play. They certainly have to this point.
As it appears, the junior Canadian player that was down is going to leave on his own power, which is good to see.
It might have been Zane Perrick. I'm not sure. There's a player coming back towards the bench without a helmet on. But we'll keep an eye out to see if we see him play at all in this man advantage. We know that as an 06, he plays just like the 05s. Plays a lot of minutes. Plays in both the power play and the penalty kill.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice that he's a year younger. He fits right in. He'll get a little bit of time on that second power play unit as well sometimes on defense. And we assume that he'll be back next year as well. And he will become a force on this junior Canadiens team for sure with the new group that's coming up. This is such a crucial penalty here for the junior Canadiens, or power play, I should say. If they can score a goal at least before the 6-minute mark, that would seem to really shift the momentum, and the game might seem very long for the Don Mills Flyers.
Yeah, it's likely they'll be under siege for more than the 2 minutes allowed on the penalty that they took, because we know how strong the junior Canadiens offense can be. Put the puck on net. They move the puck around effectively. A lot of individually skilled players that are capable of creating things out of nothing. But also, when you put them together, it's a meeting of the minds as groups of very skilled players are able to put the puck on net. Usually results in a goal for them. It's resulted in one so far, but I mean the shot advantage is clearly in their favor.
So let's see what happens here. It's 3-1 for the Don Mills Flyers. We got a stoppage here. Tang is probably trying to stay loose, as some of the most crucial minutes that he's going to play in this hockey game are coming up very soon.
Yeah, and this is a test of a goaltender's mental. The long stoppage, we've seen him go for a skate. We've seen him spray the water up in the air and try to keep an eye on it as it falls.
Okay, here we go. Power play underway here for the Junior Canadiens as the puck is thrown around. To the point now. Slap shot there, and Jayden Tang is able to glove that high shot. Another save for Jayden Tang, and it seems that everything that comes towards him is able to stick to him. And it's Sima who's going to take the draw. Throwing around and trying to get out of the zone with the Don Mills Flyers. They can't quite do it. Played down low once again. And this time, Don Mills will get it at least out to center and, yeah, all the way down the ice. It's Rizzo behind his own net to stop that one up, and Carson Rakoff will skate it down the ice. Scanning ahead of Speed as Carson Rakoff breaking into the zone, looking to get past a defender there, and Morelli, but not the guy you want to be going one-on-one against, as Morelli will defend that every time. Or no, I guess that was Christopher Lee. Good defensive play there by him. Back to the point, nevertheless, and the Junior Canadiens have possession of it in the offensive zone. Crucial power play for them, as there's a battle for it in the corner. Coming away with it is Malkasian. D-to-D Malkasian. Now it's cleared away there, all the way down the ice. Below the goal line, Wilson to Pinelli, trying to set up again on the power play. They try and work their way into the zone, throwing back to the defense. And turned over. Here come the Don Mills Flyers on a break, but it's turned away by Finn Harding. He's been solid defensively this game, but his role is on the power play now. Breaking into the zone. Here comes Pinelli to the middle. Scores! Luca Pinelli, his second goal, and it looked identical to the first, and it's 3-2.
With just under a minute remaining in the power play, Luca Pinelli, a great individual effort that time to go backhand forehand. We're going to see as the Junior Canadiens work through the neutral zone, and Pinelli breaks in by himself, pushes his man out to the outside, keeps the puck, and he comes back with the forehand around Jayden Tang. Man, Luca Morelli is a good defender in his own right, but I mean, Pinelli just really showed off the skill there and the speed as well.
Yeah, Pinelli got ahead of steam, and he got the jump there on Pinelli. So not much you can do when a guy's got so much momentum coming to the zone, and Pinelli's a quick player as well, and he showed off his speed there. Down low in the corner. Jessom battling for the puck now. It's taken away. McNamara backhand, and that one just went high. To the point now. Junior Canadiens are pressing. As it's thrown all the way down the ice. Junior Canadiens already have one on this power play, and they look to add to it here. As the puck is fired down the ice. Guo plays it through center. And it's going to be turned back once again. Rizzo is going to stop that one and tee it up for Guo, who will start things from his own zone now. Guo looking for a centering pass through the middle, that is. Down low, Junior Canadiens had possession, now a chance to clear. Saraglu, and he fires it down the ice. Just about an offensive chance there for the Don Mills Flyers shorthanded. Dylan Edwards was in there. Down low, below the goal line. It was Wilson trying to chase that one around. Edwards now trying to get it out. Can't quite do it. Nice stop at the line by Guo. Morelli misfires on that one, but it's taken away by Edwards, who will fire that one to an open wing and all the way down the ice again. Here comes a chance the other way for the Don Mills Flyers, breaking to the middle. Pad save there by Rizzo. Behind the net, Wilson puts it past a man and tries to clear it out of the zone. Can't quite do it. Sarah Glue is just going to reverse that one all the way back around behind the net. We're 5-on-5 now. As coming to the bench is Rizzo. And they're going to get an extra man out there. Tied up at the boards. A battle for it here. Junior Canadiens are all in with lots of time left to go in this third period, but they have possession of the puck in the offensive zone. Down low, Malkasian gets to the point. Slap shot, no, fake shot, and it's going to be cleared down the ice, shooting for the open net, and it looks like that one just went wide.
Icing called with just under a minute left to play here.
So the net will remain empty as it goes for an icing. That one missed the empty net. 56 seconds to go. And timeout. And signaling to the Junior Canadiens bench as well.
Going to look to draw up a play here is Coach Dave Denizio. With the man out, it's not something you work on all the time. Usually it's 5-on-4, a man advantage you're working with, but here it's going to be 6-on-5, under a minute to play, as I mentioned. And I mean, this team, the Junior Canadiens, they've put a lot of pucks on net. They've done things right, you'd think, but unfortunately, they're behind on the scoreboard, and I think a lot of that is credit to Jayden Tang.
Yeah, and as we keep getting the shot there of the entire Mississauga Rebels team, who is standing right behind the net, another team that plays in the GTHL, their competition. They're obviously watching on there. And this is another team that's probably a little bit lower in the standings as well, the Mississauga Rebels, than the Don Mills Flyers. But, you know, they're in this situation against the tough teams like the Junior Canadiens a lot. What do you think the Don Mills Flyers are thinking? What do you think their game plan is here going forward?
You just have to try to shut things down. And I'm of the subscription that in a situation like this, it doesn't matter if you ice the puck 500 times. You just have to make sure that the team that you're playing doesn't have the opportunity to set a play up. I mean, you can shoot for the empty net. You can do whatever you want. I don't care if you're icing the puck in scenarios like this, because when you do that, you kill about 10 seconds every time. The other team has to win the draw first of all and then try to work a play out of that. So I wouldn't be afraid to throw the puck down the other end here.
And shooting for an empty cage as well, as Kristian Lamanna is on to take the draw. He couldn't win it, though. It's right to the middle of the net, and looked like that one was deflected wide as the puck is going to be shot all the way back down. And yeah, that's exactly what they do. Just about 40 seconds to go.
And see, in that sequence, you kill about 10 seconds. You do that 4 more times, and you walk out of here with a 3-2 win.
Yeah, the only downside is just the tired legs that might be out there. But I hear your point, because with so little time left in the game, you're probably going to stick with this unit anyway, and why not take a shot at the empty net? Controlled by the Junior Canadiens momentarily, they're going to take a shot at the empty net, and it just goes wide. 38 seconds to go. There were arms in the air.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a preemptive celebration from the team in black and orange. You thought from our angle that maybe it was a lock to go in based on the celebration. Doesn't count, though. Still got some time to kill.
Close call. Junior Canadiens stay alive. They got lots of time to go. 30 seconds. Down in the corner. A battle for it. Time being killed off once again. And trying to clear again of the Don Mills Flyers. They can't quit. Yes, they can. It's fired all the way down the ice and wide of the net.
And that time it was Christopher Lee. We had mentioned Morelli already in the back end for the Don Mills Flyers. Lee is the number 2 in terms of defenseman who will play the most minutes. He's got a high defensive IQ, smart player, and makes the play there to dump the puck down. Just 24 seconds left to go.
And timeout being called once again. And this time, I assume it'll be the Don Mills Flyers calling timeout, as they did have some tired legs on the ice. The icing has been called about 3 times in a row against them. They've been taking a shot at that empty net. Boy, that was so close to going in. And it feels like a bit of a second wind here for the junior Canadiens, who, it doesn't matter how much time is on the clock. It feels like they only need 1 shot to score. They have the guys out there. Luca Pinelli, a guy who's looking for the hat trick right now. He has 2 goals in this game. They got some strong shooters out there. Romani as well.
Yeah, guys that can pick corners in no time at all. It's just a question of getting the puck to them. And we've seen so far that the Don Mills Flyers have collapsed into the middle, maybe leaving a player on each side to play along the boards and dump the puck down. And I think 2 more icings might do it here for them. 24 seconds flat remaining on the clock. Still the empty net for the junior Canadiens.
I'm very entertained as well by the entire Mississauga Rebels watching this game come down to the line, as the face-off was scrummed into the corner, and it's the junior Canadiens still with an empty net who come away with it. Time winding down to the 3rd period. Trying to clear it out of the zone. They're going to get it out of the zone. 10 seconds to go. Last rush here for the junior Canadiens. 5 seconds as they bring it into the zone. And it's going to be cleared through center. And holding on, Jayden Tang, arms in the air, because the Don Mills Flyers have defeated the Toronto Junior Canadiens. And what a game Jayden Tang played. And relentless pressure and from the Toronto Junior Canadiens, but able to hold on at the end there, the Don Mills Flyers.
Right from puck drop, Jayden Tang played a fantastic 45 minutes. I mean, he was all over the crease, stopping the pucks that he needed to stop. He made some sensational saves. His positioning was solid in this one. And when he didn't have the shot covered, the post helped him out once or twice in this one. A really good effort from him. A great job by the Don Mills Flyers to take their chances when they popped up against a strong junior Canadiens team. An upset, no doubt, but I mean, it counts the same in the win column. A great performance top to bottom from the Don Mills Flyers.
The Flyers capitalized on every single opportunity that they were either given or that they had because of a good play that they made to get out of the zone. The junior Canadiens had an onslaught of offense for pretty much this entire game, but Jayden Tang solid between the pipes as we see the shots there. 32-21 the shots on goal. Well, we appreciate you tuning into this 6 Hockey broadcast from Thomas West and Liam Crothers. The Flyers pull up the upset. We'll see you next time.